Hello and welcome to another replay highlight. It's been quite a while since we've done one of these, but we got a 1v1 on the show with Dirk Diggler as the 15th Scottish Infantry Division versus the Great Tank General playing as rather tank deck, the Panzer. And as you may see at the bottom of the screen, we've got a bit of an autocannon rush commencing. I want to say this video is being recorded before the inevitable duelist patch. This video has been recorded on Tuesday if you want to be exact, so hopefully autocannons by that time. I'm being a little bit altered, so we'll see future selves, because in the past it is happening. But anyway, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, so that's 1 autocannon vehicles, and a single Puma. And he is going to be rushing the Scotch, who are coming in. Mainly there's a lot of infantry along the bottom, really there's infantry all around, not much in terms of anti-tank. He does have an Avra. The way he goes, the rifles can't exactly do much, and rushing against the Scotch, or really any British equipment deck, is usually a pretty good idea, as they do lack, well, anti-tank weaponry. I mean anti-tank weaponry, I'm really just saying the Piat's crap. But the Avra is not, because with its big bloody gun, with 30 HE power, it can one-shot these light vehicles. Easy peasy, like, but it does not have the range, which is a problem. And it takes forever to reload. The Puma can't exactly penetrate it unless it gets quite a bit closer indeed. And just Ross, as you can see, is not going too well. He's knocking out the rifles, but the rest of the map is completely exposed. And having only 2 span troopers with half tracks is not going to defend you against such a force up top. We've even got Stuart being brought out, some proper anti-tank weaponry to try and deal with these 2-3-4s as they make a roll and retreat behind its tree line. And the rifle leaders are completely pinned down. And this replay was sent in by Fuchel, so thank you very much, Fuchel. And the Avra is just pinned down, but it's really just being a brick wall, as they can't rush past the Avra, as that'd be a little bit too risky. And you see what it did to one of its 2-3-4s, and the attack has completely stopped, as they're now forced to hide behind that little tree line. And the Stuart's being brought up. It's going to be supporting Avra as it tries to chase down its foes. We've still got Puma alive, which of course is very important. It's going to pop around, get a shot, and then pull back, which is exactly how you should be using Pumas as Panzer. And he's going to try to get another shot, but it does miss, which is quite the same, because at that range, the Puma can just barely penetrate the Avra, and the Honey Shirt is flanking around, but as you can see from the rest of the map, it's not exactly going too well. And 2-3-4s trying to knock out command carrier. Puma once again bouncing off the Avra. Unlucky hit. And the Honey Stuart coming around. Getting some good shots on it. And a second Puma, but it's not going too well. Really just funny, he's only using Spad Troop, not even Panzer Grenadiers to try and shore up the middle. Russ is on the Puma, it gets surrendered. 2-3-4 run, not going to do much, and that will be a good game. There's no real crazy lesson that I want to showcase in this highlight. I just thought that was a rather amusing autocannon rush that went completely tits up. And it's all just due to that AVRE, which is usually a unit that I'm not a big fan of using because it's very specialized. But in that role, it was an absolute brick roll, and it pretty much saved Dirk Diggler on the map. If that wasn't there, it would have gone a lot more worse. There was really not much else to say. Hopefully autocannons have been a little bit nerfed by the time mainly German autocannons have been a little bit nerfed by the time you see this video. And so I'm going to end off, yeah, this has been another replay highlight. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as usual, please just take it easy.